So, hello students. Today I'll be explaining the SARFAESI Act and the conflict between SARFAESI and Article 371A and the implementation of SARFAESI in Nagaland. So, I'll be explaining in Nagamis in order to make it easier for you to understand. So, itu SARFAESI itu কি আছে? বলে SARFAESI itu it's a short form for Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Asset and Enforcement of Security Interest Act. So basically, itu কি আছে বুলি suppose তুই loan লৈছে in terms of 1 crore আৰু তই এইটো loan লৈ না suppose SBI লক তুই loan লৈছে আৰু তুই 1 crore loan লৈ না তুই দিয়াব পৰা নাই within 60 days. So the SBI কামবা কি কৰো বুলি তুই লা loan মাঙি উলিয়াব. And if তুই loan payback কৰো নপৰিলে তুই লা property তুই লা suppose you have a building তুই লা building আছে or তুই লা মাটি আছে. So SBI বা কি কৰো বুলি তুই লা loan তুই লা property or building mortgage কৰনা বিক্ৰী কৰনা পইচা return payback কৰিলে বিক্ৰী কৰদো. So this is the main concept of SARFAESI. That is, it allows for a person, that is, if a person is unable to pay back the loan, the loan to pay back korna prile bank kamba recover kori try kora. Why this is done? Kile idu kore because India de saise kole many banks can loss khai ase manuan loan loina pay back no kore. So at the end SBI bank can or HDFC bank can kun loan dia ase to sob loss khai ase because tan paisa dia ase aru in turn to paisa loan no wapas nahe. So itu SARFAESI Act 2002 de pass hoise aru itu loan kan recover korole bank kan ke power dise aru moi konishna why this is done to tackle the problem of non-performing asset through different procedures. So non-performing asset to ki ase kuli suppose ekta company ekta or ekta individual ekta tai loan loina tai payback korbo na within 60 days. If a person is or a company is unable to pay back loan even after 60 days, so that becomes a non-performing asset. That is ekta burden hoje bank karne that utu paisa tan loan te wapas pauli noi. So this is called non-performing asset. Aro itu SARFAESI Act para first asset reconstruction company to establish kushe. That is asset reconstruction company of Indian Limited itu ARCIL to establish kushe. So ekta question ayo ki what is asset reconstruction company? Asset reconstruction company ekta company ji ki tuila mati to takan bikri korna tan paisa de convert korna bank ke wapas diwole ase. To asset reconstruction, that is giving something and reconstructing it, that is changing it into money and paying back to the loan to the banks. So itu asset reconstruction by the SARFAESI Act 2002 established hoise. So next to ki ase kule itu SARFAESI Act la main objective to ki ase ta la main aim de ki ase kule first legal framework for securitization activities in India. That is paisa kan kina payback kuro kina return kuro itu tan framework banai. Next it gives a procedure for transfer of NPS to asset reconstruction companies for reconstruction of asset. Moi ko anishna ARC, that is asset reconstruction company to ki ase kule utu tila ti suppose 1 crore loan ti diu parne. So the bank kamba aina tila mati bikri kodu tila suppose 50 by 50 hertz 50 by 50 hectare mati tan bikri korna utu paisa utu 1 crore they convert kora bikri kore do. So itu ge asset reconstruction ge aru itu bank kamba nukro itu asset reconstruction company kamba convert korna bank kan ke di diwa aru it enforces security interest without court intervention. Itu SARFAESI Act Principally implement kurshi kule to before SARFAESI Act SBI or bank kan bishibak dan court te jay ar tan ekta file kore bankruptcy karne utu manu karne itu bichi takan asset to reconstruction kore, that is tan payback korele process to shuru kore. So itu itu system to easier banawole SARFAESI Act to establish hoise. Itu SARFAESI Act pa directly udu mati to mortgage korle pare jao. So itu main objective ase SARFAESI Act aro gives banks the power and financial institution to take over immovable property that is placed in force the recovery to the Kwanishna immovable property, that is mati kuntu hilaw na pare, mati building etc. Itu sob te immovable property ase aro to bigger kurle tange power de. So next, on December 10th, that is 2021, Nagaland government ba tan in resolution ekta pass korise that they will pass the SARFAESI Act 2002. Main reason kile ase ki SARFAESI Act kile Nagaland implement koro na pare. So we know that by the 16th constitutional amendment, article 371A to implement korche Nagaland for providing special provision, ekta special provision Nagaland karne establish korche. So itu kida itu article de sawo mon 371A subclause I subclause B aro clause 4 itu ki ajugli to article 371A I B de ki likina jikila that notwithstanding anything in the constitution, that is article constitution dike ase itu equal act itu equal act pi itu Nagaland de implement ho kuntu jaga de huile to charta jaga de. First to ke jukle to religious and social practice mon la ki religion ase uta de tan hamper nokra to civil and criminal procedures itu ase, that is mon la ki customary laws uta de affect nokro. Our last and the foremost is transfer of resources to non-locals without the approval of the Nagaland legislature. So itu transfer of resources to the big problem as a implementation of SARFAESI, because one already purina je ki SARFAESI ek para ki kore ko the mati bigri guna loan do one obtain kore. However, article 371 A de ko as ki mati to bigri no koro do non-locals without the intervention of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Nagaland Legislative Assembly wa kita bi acha nokadak to bigri guna pro. So itu SARFAESI Act aro article 371 eto hotai conflict ola degas itu karne apply implementation koro na pre. So Nagaland legislature ba December 10 2021 te itu provision to takan go ahead, that means takan acha guina takan implement korse aro itu ki azukle to the udu kundu article te clash itu article 371A IA4 states that no eco parliament in respect of ownership or transfer of land any resources shall apply to the state unless the legislative assembly passes by resolution. So moi ite explain kora nisna itu ase. So kwa nisna bank kan itu loan to diuli munje ase SBI kamba naga youth or entrepreneurs kan ke paisa diuli munje ase for business activities. However, article 371A para itu block kore ase, that is itu loan diuli abstain kore ase. So banks are reluctant to provide loans in the absence of secured assets and effective mechanism for expeditious recovery of dues in case of default or loan repayment. It was a so this SARFAESI Act to implement koro do ki azukle to Nagaland economy ke revive korole. That clash hola karne SARFAESI Act aro article 371 A clash hola karne Nagaland Legislative Assembly wa resolution ekta pass korse ki SARFAESI Act pi Nagaland implement koro with a small twist, that is Kitia SBI, Kitia banks kamba mati to bikri kuro, they will not sell it to the non-locals. Non-local kangya bigger grown up but they have to sell only to the local Naga people the land. So this is a implementation and uh, uh, the legislation on the SARFAESI Act that was passed in 2021 amendment. And Nagaland Kida SARFAESI Act implement गरिছে the Nagaland Land and Resources Regulation also amend गरिदिছে 2002 so that utu matido takan kitia bigger gonna transfer grow, they will not transfer to any other person other than the indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. So this has been a monumental step towards improving the economy of Nagaland. Puila tando mati do bigger go barne because of clashes of articles and transfer no kuragane. So now that the SARFAESI Act has been implemented, it will be business transaction will be made easier because banks and other financial institutions tamba poisa diule ready to local entrepreneurs. So advantage to key as one advantage is that naga manuan more loans power notun business shuru kurle. Suppose ekta mano ekta bakery la business shuru kurme so he can directly approach the SBI for loans, and if utu mano to big tai loans to lina payback kurna parele to SBI can take away his property. So there will be a mechanism for this. And the second is that majority, almost 50% of the Nagaland is run on government salary, and money is not circulated in the economy. Poisa do money poisa do market is circulate because majority the government job booking as so money to circulate no because there's no business transaction. So this will help in business activity. And the third is that itu state la GDP to utai do because of business activities and more employment opportunities for youths. So the one drawback is that since loan kan banks kan ba loan to payback kurne to paisa to loilo. In case utu manu to mori jaise, in case the loan defaulter is dead or he is unable to pay back the loan because of some bank crashes of business, so the bank will not show any mercy. Instead, it will take away the land and other immovable property utu property to luilu. So this has been a serious critical issues and challenge that is brought about by organizations such as the NBI, this National Nagaland Bar Association Kamba Kwaza. So these are the opportunities and challenges of implementation of SARFAESI. I hope to answer bujina tahu, and thank you all for watching and have a great time.